Greetings Space Cadets and welcome back for another Minecraft survival episode. In today's episode we are finally going to get a decent XP farm and our blaze farm sorted out all in one. I've had this little area here for quite a long time that I've just come along here. Normally what I do is I just go through the wall and I hack away at them with my mending pickaxe. It takes absolutely ages and you get killed as well quite a few times, or at least run the risk of getting killed. So what we have down here is everything what we're going to need. We've got a little outpost that we have here, a little bit of access through there because I was hoping I was going to be able to hack them from here originally. We've got a few different crates here of all different things we need. We've got we have some blocks from our excavation, some resources and tools in there, and these are the main equipment that we're going to need to build our XP farm. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be pushing them down layers each time, and hopefully I've built enough that we're going to need. And as we have all the redstone torches here that we'll use to invert the various signals from the pressure plates and the sticky pistons. You'll also notice in here as well that we have some minecart and some rails. I'm actually going to take these out first. I've got some levers just to power it. We'll get some redstone blocks and something a little tidier later on. But what you'll see here is I've got a little block here. I'm just going to leave that there for a moment, and I'm going to take you down to the excavation underneath. So if we follow this down here, this little path, and all the way down here, this I've already built is going to be our killing chamber. You see at the moment as well, because our farm is suspended right above the lava, and I didn't want to get wiped out every time and lose my armour. I might actually take the armour off before we start building, which it should be alright just dropping down that. But you'll see there, that's where the spawner is and the spawner area, and straight above that glass there, that's that chamber there where we were at, and we'll be bringing them down in layers all the way down to the bottom. But because we are quite a distance away from the actual ability for it to spawn, we're going to need to, if I just pop that switch on there, I'm going to set up rails so that we can be fired up and down to sit in the rail cart up there. Let's pop a few of these down just whilst we're thinking about it. So there we go. What we'll do is we will have the rail will push us all the way up to the top where we can stand for a moment or sit in the cart, and they will spawn a few and they'll all get dropped down and pushed down, and then we will just simply ride the cart back down to here, and we'll be able to slash from here, and then everything will get collected down here, and we'll just be able to repeat that so we don't have to keep running up and down ourselves. So first thing I'm going to do is put in our rail carts, or rail track even. So there we have our little minecart rails in place, so we'll be able to sit up here and observe them all spawning, and they'll all drop down. And then if we just tap that, we'll be taken down here to the killing chamber, and we'll just be able to slash away at them here, and once they're all gone, we'll tap that and we'll get to ride it all the way back up again. And this will save us loads of time in running up and down for waiting for them to spawn. Let's ride it one more time, and next we'll start getting our materials out to finish our build properly. Alright, so all the materials here are for our killing chamber downstairs, and all the materials here are for building our system for pushing the blazes all the way down to the bottom. Now hopefully I've got the right amount, and what I'm going to do is, so that we can see what's going on, is I've got some different blocks here. The cobble is going to be used for the main structure, and the bricks are going to be used for where the pistons are, so we can see where they are. Now another reason that we built that platform down the bottom is because we are going to get possibly pushed all over the place as we're building this, and that runs the risk of us getting killed multiple times. Now let's have a look here. It's also made extremely dangerous because I just noticed when I respawned back here to start recording today, there it is, there's now a ghast in the distance. And I only have this one sword, which has not got much left on it, so hopefully we can take it out. There's also, we're going to have to get an arrow, and we're going to have to try and take some of these out as well later. I should say as well, where the cobble is here, all this platform will be taken out. We're not having this huge platform, which is going to end here with a little funnel basically coming down here. But yeah, there's loads of them over there. I can't remember, it's either over there or over there is where the other spawner is, but we're only going to build on this one. So let's hop back up to the top, or at least as high as we need to go to get underneath there. And we have plenty of blocks that we're going to use for construction. So let's hop up here. Right, and what's going to be the best way, or the best point to get up there, do we think? Okay, so we're now in the space directly beneath. We can hear them all above us, so directly above here they're all spawning, and this marks the spawn line here of how far they can spawn away from the centre. And this is where our first layers are going to be, so this one should be quite easy to put in now that I think about it, because we can use this block here to place them, but we are going to have to build a lot of construction materials in the centre to allow us to move, and then as we get narrower we'll have to build loops around, and all that all has to be removed as well when we're finished, just so it all looks quite nice in here, shall we say. Okay, so here we are now behind what we've just put in there. Now each layer is going to be made up of this, so we're just going to quickly show you how all this works, and then we're going to do the big construction going all the way down. So you see, if every one of these torches are put on, it powers the piston, which then pushes it out. But I'm also going to place another one here, which then powers this block, and which then turns this off, which then doesn't power that piston. So if we put a few of them down, and this will be looped all the way around our entire area. So let's just hop back up here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of temporary blocks here just to illustrate what will happen. So there is pressure plates all the way along here. Ooh, why's that one not? I'll investigate that, I must have missed one off. But what will happen is the gas will come down, they will land, and they will get pushed out, and that will push them, which will then drop down into the next layer, and then the system will push down narrower and narrower until we push them into that little kill chamber in the centre there. And now let's see if I can get back out, and we'll figure out why that one's stuck on. I must have missed a torch, maybe. Yep, missed a torch. There we go, fixed. And what I'll do as well is I'll leave this construction material here just for now, because we will have to probably spiral it down so that we can get behind each of the layers. But I think just for convenience I will build the interior area first, and then I will scoot around and put all the torches in. Otherwise it'll probably end up being just a massacre. I'll keep on getting thrown off and killed. So I'm going to start building that now. Okay guys, so we have the first couple of layers in, just of the pistons though. We haven't put the any of the torches in the background, but you'll see here what will happen is a blaze can land here, it'll get pushed out, a blaze can land here and it'll get pushed down, and slowly it'll get narrower and narrower until they get to the bottom. Ooh, you can hear them above us, they're going mad. The next tricky part is going to be, we now have to drop down a little bit further so that it doesn't interfere with the redstone from the different layers. So for the next one, you see each of these have been just like a 1 drop each time here, but coming this way we have to make a 2 drop, and then the pistons will go on this level. So let's get this built and let's get it all the way down to the kill chamber, and hopefully we won't fall off. Okay guys, we are slowly working down. We've got a good chunk of the way down here, just collecting the debris from some of the construction material. Oh, I'm now stuck. Let's get out of there. So there we go, we're almost down, got a few more layers to go and we'll be down here to the killing chamber. But of course we're going to redstone it all up as well, yet to come. Okay everybody, that is the main chamber which will file them all down constructed. I've got all the pressure plates in, all the pistons in. Now we need to go around to get rid of the construction materials and put all of our torches around in order to power all of these. Then we also need to go upstairs and clear the section there to push everyone down to the... Actually no, we need to finish the killing chamber as well, don't we? So we're going to hop down here, gather up the resources that have dropped during construction, and now we're going to go and put in all of the redstone. Okay guys, that is all of the redstone torches in. At least I think that's them all in. Certainly looks like they all are. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to test it before we put the killing chamber down here. So back up to the top, and typically the cart is at the top. So we're going to have to jump it all the way up here. I've left one temporary little line of construction material in just so that we can get in and test it. And I'll probably also use this maybe to cut out, actually no, we'll cut out from above. But what we'll see is when I step down here, our pistons will start pushing me off. Let's see how far I can get in. And you see, if you're in a corner, you get pushed out and round there. and everyone will land down here where I'll be able to get at them with my axe. Eventually I'll get a mending sword, but at the moment we don't have one. So for the next step now, we are going to put a little glass surround around here and build up our little killing chamber before we release them from the chamber up at the top there to start flowing down here. And of course we'll have to go back to the overworld because I left my mending tools at the other end. Okay everybody, that is the killing chamber now complete. We've got a nice view outside of here. Hopefully we'll be protected from anyone that might come and attack us. We have a chest down here to collect all of our drops. I've moved all the construction materials around the outside. We also have 2 switches you'll see in here. The first one, this will push a block in and it will kill anyone that's in there. Just if we want to get rid of them. I don't know if you get the drops off them that way though, but we'll find out, we'll give it a go. And we've also got a switch here, which before we start killing, we'll flick that switch on, and when you hit them, they push themselves up, they float sort of up, so that'll stop them from getting too far away, so we'll be able to get them. So the next stage is, we're now going to fly back up to the surface. I say the surface, the top of the system, and you'll see all of them in here. We now need to take out this floor. So let's see, what have we got? Let's get rid of all the materials that we don't need, all the construction materials. And let's go in. Now I should have really brought some proper tools with us. In fact, let's nip back to the overworld and get our proper tools. Okay everybody, now we are back and we now have our mending pickaxe. So we're going to go in here and take out a few of these guys, and then we're going to take the floor out. Okay guys, that was absolutely crazy. That took a lot longer than what I thought it was going to take. But you'll see there, as they're spawning, they're dropping down. And you also, every now and again, you'll hear that, and that's actually because some of them are getting caught inside of the pistons and taking damage for a brief moment. But you'll see there's quite a few of them going down there. So let's hop downstairs and see how many there actually are. So here we are. It's awfully noisy down here in the killing chamber, but we'll just lock that off. Oh, hang on, there's still one more to come down. Let him join the party and lock them in there, and let's see what we get. There we go, if we just hop out of there, and what were we on? We were on level 9 I think, so that's level 14 in just a matter of seconds. And we also got 11 blaze rods out of it. Ooh, don't want to throw that away. So there we go, then all we have to do is stay in here, and you know what actually I think I'll do as well is I think I'll replace that back one with a bit of obsidian, just in case I accidentally go through it with this. But if we ride this back up here again, and then we just stay sat here for a little bit, and we should see them spawning. Maybe I should have taken those 2 off, or put a half slab up there as well, but never mind, I can't really get in there at the moment. So there we go, that's them starting to spawn again. Oh, actually, we never reopened it down there, did we? Let's hop back down. Open that so they can get back in. And now we'll head back up to the top to watch them spawn. So now that we're back down here, we've got another good selection there. What we're going to do is we're going to kill them a little bit. See, that pushes that in there, and hopefully that'll weaken them a little bit so that we can get even more XP. So there we go, that was another 3 levels just in a brief time there. We've got a few more blaze rods as well there. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's just reopen that and let this guy come and join the party. I'm going to get a few more levels so that we can start getting some more things enchanted, because we desperately need some mending on our armour, and on a nice diamond sword I think will go nicely as well. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to rate, comment, favourite and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.